Hi everybody, Maggie and Kay here. We're just going to run you through some of our new dies that we had introduced to you a couple of weeks ago. So the first set we've got is the Victorian and Walrus mini flip-flap die sets. All of our die sets that we bring out, we try and make sure they coordinate with previous die sets that we've brought out. So in this kit, you have a set of 4 dies. I'm just going to open it up for you. And you have your walrus flip-flap, and the reason they're called walrus is because the edge coordinates the same as the walrus whiskers. And then you've also got your Victorian ones, like this. And you'll see that one die is bigger than the other. The smaller die is designed as your mat, and the other die, the larger one, I don't know if you want to come in, Kay. So it's not a cutting line, it's a fold line, and that's designed so you can cut directly into the page and actually create a flap there and then. So I've got my base page here, and I'm going to use both the different styles of flip-flaps on here just to show you how they work. And obviously my fold line edge is opposite the decorative edge there. So I've placed them down, and I know, so when this is cut out, this one's going to lift up that way, and that one's going to lift down that way because my fold line is here. So I'm just going to run that through my die cutting machine. But before I do that, when this is then stuck onto my base page, when I open that out, it's going to be exposed and just show navy card underneath. So I'm also going to cut mats with the smaller die set, which will fit onto the blue page underneath the flaps. The only thing I would say is make sure, if this flip flap is going to open up that way, you want to make sure that your mat, if you're having an image, is the right direction that's going to mat into the space there. Make sure you've got your die the correct way up. So you don't want this edge pointing up that way because it wouldn't be the image that would stick in there. So I'm just going to run these through my die cutting machine.
Okay.
Okay, so these have been cut out, and you'll look, when I remove the dies, you will see it doesn't actually look as though anything's been cut. That's my flip flaps there. So what you do now is just fold it back, take your super duper multi-purpose Teflon tool
Or bone folder.
or bone folder, and just fold it back, and then I run across that way as well. And we'll repeat it for here. Okay, and then I might just bend it back like that. Okay, so that is ready to stick onto my base page now, like this. You can ink the edges if you wish, but we're just going to stick this onto here. So you do not want any glue on the actual flaps themselves, otherwise they won't lift up. Go. Let's stick this onto here. Just line up the edges. Okay. That's your bits cut there like that, but you can see that that's upside down and that's upside down. Okay, so what I want to do now is put something in here because I don't just want the blue showing. So from my smaller mat, I've cut a decorative image like that, which I'm going to put there. But before I do that, I'm going to put a magnet on, and I'm going to use Mag Pops because I was told off by Kay that I had to use Mag Pops. So I was just looking for the magnets. Okay, so we'll put the first one. And Mag Pops are the dies that we have that cut out an when you cut them out, you get an embossed circle, which is designed to help to hold your magnets in place. And these are cut out on Archi tape. So I'm going to pop that one on there, and I'll just stick it on there. Give it a little burnish. And then I'll take another mag pop. And I've removed the stick, but I'm holding it tape side to tape side. Take a magnet, let it drop on. Okay, and then I'm going to fold that over. That's it, and that's fixed in place there, like that. And then I'm going to take my decorative piece that I've already cut out, and that's going to go on top there. And the mat cuts so you have a little tiny border all the way around, so it helps the image to pop. You may find you might want some PVA glue on the top of your actual tape if it doesn't stick with collal. So that's that one there. And then obviously you can either, if your image wasn't upside down, you could use a bit of decorative paper and use your mag pop like that. But I've actually cut another piece of paper out which is going to fit on there like that. And that will fit on there like so. So that's how you do the inside of your flaps. Okay. So that's there like that, and then you can do exactly the same for this side, but what you could do is put a different decorative piece there. We'll put a decorative piece here, which is where again you'd have your magnet underneath, and then I would put decorative mat on top here like that. So that's what I'm going to do this time. What I've done is I put the decorative mat on there. I would stick this one in here with the magnet underneath, so we'll put the magnet on. Right, okay, so that's it finished. So this is my Victorian mini flip flap here. That opens down, and inside you've got your little mat there. You can put a little tiny hidden picture in here. If you use the selfie machine or the sprocket, pictures are perfect just to fit in there. So that's that one. And then this one with the walrus whisker edge, that's lifting up that way. And again, you've got the different patterns there. So it just makes your pages more interactive and more fun for people when they're looking through.